I mean, honestly. Shema, I'm TheDukaDuke. Some of you might already know me because of clips like this. What the hell are you doing? Jesus Christ. I mean, I got on the bike, it's like first 2 minutes of me riding, you know. I just, by the way, got myself a brand new camera, DJI Osmo Action, because I said no to GoPro. Never mind. I'm really ill. I just want to go for a really quick spin, you know, check if my bike is still working, you know, because I haven't been using it for a while. And yeah, things like this happen. It's just unbelievable, dude. Nearly got me over there, you know. It was just like a couple of inches, you know, from my handlebar. I'm just I'm just lucky to be here now, recording that. Unbelievable. Shit. Excuse me, sir, what was that all about? What was that all about?
Which one?
Well, you overtook me. You nearly got me with your mirror.
When?
Just a minute ago. Seriously.
No, you was nowhere near me.
No, near
What
you
did
nearly
you
touched my
do?
mirror.
Oh,
Well, I can see your drive of that mirror broken.
Oh, I see.
I see you got a van, you know, for disabled. Just try not to make any more disabled on the road, you know.
Disabled.
Yeah, by the look of it.
The body is.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, have a good day. Jesus Christ. Well, that's a car for disabled. Obviously, he's trying to make, you know, a few more disabled down the road. This is my pretty much very first video in like, wow, months and months and months. By the way, apologies for that, because, you know, things are happening, life's getting in the way, and they're not always pleasant, I'm afraid. And oh, stuff what I've been through recent years, especially the last few months, I do not wish that even to my worst enemy, if I had one. And by the way, yeah, I'm gonna lose my voice in a minute, so that's gonna be it when it comes to recording. So yeah, welcome back. I'm back. I don't know for how long though. I got a new camera, but people driving the way that you just seen a minute ago, and bloody hell, sometimes makes you wanna, you know, give up on riding motorbikes. Jesus. Well, let's carry on with that little test. I just wanted to see if microphone is actually picking up really well. You know, let's actually. This is my little cam, and so far, you know, I'm quite happy with it. Looks alright, you know, comparing to a previous GoPro I had. Obviously, oh well, we're gonna get into more details in a minute. Let's just go for a peaceful ride. I need to get some spark plugs. Oh, by the way, yeah, you're gonna ask in a minute, where's Ducati? Don't worry, I still have it. You know, TheDukaDuke wouldn't be a TheDukaDuke without his Sir Duke. If that makes any sense. Of course, it does for all the old subscribers. By the way, welcome. I've noticed that there is a lot of new subscribers as well. Oh yeah. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, I got myself this bike. It was an absolute piece of trash, piece of trash. I've been working on it pretty much all summer. You know, I bought it like really cheaply, let's say more or less like $300 or something like that. I bought it as a non-runner. It was in terrible condition. Yeah, a few beers, a few months of work. And as you can tell, works pretty alright. Like I said, I bought it as a non-runner. Actually, there's nobody behind us, nobody in front of us. But yeah, it's my old Yamaha Virago. I used to have, you know, bikes like this before. So yeah, you know, it's nothing over exciting, but I mainly bought it, you know, as a commuter to get me to work. And as I said, I put it as a non-runner. Amount of rust inside the tank. I mean, because you have got two petrol tanks. The top tank and the bottom tank. There was like, Jesus Christ, you could get like a lot of smack out of it. So I managed to clean it up. Got the new spark plugs, new petrol pump, and my God, what nuts! Pretty much, I promised myself it's gonna be like a really cheap runner. By the way, I do apologize for the audio quality. I think I was a little bit over optimistic when it comes with the camera's internal mic picking up the conversation while riding. Obviously the wind, how's it called? I forgot now. I completely forgot the name of it. There is a feature in the camera which kind of reduced the noise, the wind noise. Obviously that doesn't help while recording the vlog, but never mind. I already managed to order myself a little mount case for the camera and extension for external mic. So probably next time I'm gonna be recording, I'm gonna already have it. So yeah. Yeah, I pretty much, end up as usually me modifying everything, extra spotlights, little bits and bobs like this, and yeah, I got myself like a really nice and cheap commuter. Because obviously, it's winter time, it's end of November, so it's not really the best weather for the campy. I just decided I don't want to trust people anymore. And yeah, I just wanted to test out the camera. I thought today, like literally fresh out of the. Oh, that's a nice colors. I just feel absolutely cheated, because what the guys did with the newest GoPro, yeah, they're using exactly the same processor that they're using in Hero 7.8. They're just using a newer software, like an updated software. So pretty much you're ending up buying Hero 7 with updated, software. When it comes to more technical things, of course it's gonna have a few frames more, in 4K and all that. But still, it's not something that you want to buy at the moment. What's the retail price? I think something over £400, which is, I don't know, roughly around $450. I mean, like, screw that. And that meant to be the flagship, the new flagship of GoPro. Another thing is that also what I don't like about new GoPro, that at the same time you get all the things, all the add-ons for vlogging, which is the case and the bit for the microphone. It's just, come on, just for all those bits extra, if you want to do that super vlogging, you're paying another £200. So if you want to buy that brand new camera with all the add-ons for vlogging, you just ended up spending £600. This is not what I really want. There we go. Of course, because of all the wind, you cannot hear pretty much anything what I'm saying. So I was just saying that I'm trying to do a little bit of a circle over here, left, right, just to see how's that DJI's Osmo Rocksteady working, and I would say it's working actually pretty well, considering that there was pretty much a very low light, it's still doing okay. It's pretty smooth. Moving your head left, right. Anyway, I wanted to see how the microphone performs, because normally I'm using over here you can pretty much tell that noise reduction option just doesn't do the trick on a motorbike. Maybe if I would have the camera in a case, maybe somehow then I would be able to use the internal microphone for a little bit of a chit chat. But yeah, if I'm going like really slow, then yeah, the built-in microphone is doing a fantastic job. But going a little bit faster, then it's just pointless. So as I mentioned earlier, this is why I'm going to. I already ordered the extension for the mic, external mic. So far for the price of the device, I'm uber happy with it, and it's so much cheaper than GoPro, and
pretty much I cannot, I'm not a professional, and I cannot see really the difference, between this clip of mine and stuff people are putting on YouTube, from GoPro. And even if this camera is tiny bit worse, which I don't really see that, it's still it's so much better for the price. The package you're getting with this camera is just unbelievable, and it's amazing, and yeah, it's okay for me.
All the lights out. There's one more thing I can adjust. So that's a little better. You wanna see a magic trick? Oh, what? What the hell happened over here? What the... It looks like somebody just clonked it. Or maybe when I brake, you hit the regulator. What the hell? Then again, it would be one mark, isn't it? I don't get it. Doesn't look damaged. Well, living in my neighborhood, you never know really. Must be a while ago as well, because it's all rusty. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna paint it one day. Hello, hello.
You doing you right?
Yeah, not bad. Testing out this little bugger.
Very nice.
Said no to GoPro. So yeah, because they're releasing a new camera in the next week or something like that.
Yeah.
And taking in consideration what it's got, all the technical things, it's just past me. By the way, in August they're doing a discount on it. Yeah, £229. It's actually cheaper than on the producer side.
Yeah.
So
they often do that, like wholesalers do.
yeah. So it's pretty good, and the bloody thing, I'm liking it so far.
Good.
Comparing to Hero 8, they use the same processor from Hero 7. They just got the new software for it. So you're pretty much paying for Hero 7 with the new software. And addition to it, they did like all those tricks, for vlogging with extra microphones, etc. For the set of that, they're asking for £200. So it's like half price of the camera. So if you want to have like a vlogging rig, you have to pay, like over £600. I'm like, no way I'm paying that. You can almost have, free cameras like this. So here we go. Right, to business. 2 spark plugs, please. Yamaha Virago. 1995. It's 535.
Literally, that's exact. So I'm doing now I'm checking because 96 and 95 apparently they have they have different spark plugs.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised because I found it like, for example, with spark plugs. Yeah. Once I bought to a Monster, same year, same company, but the tops were different, different size.
Yeah.
And I was.
So you can unscrew the top then.
Not that top, the one which you're using for the key.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? You know, it's like same company for same model, but there were two different sizes, and I ended up having like two different keys. You know, just now I think I got like 3 keys now for spark plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally checking exactly the same bike, same year, at the right moment.
Do you know what I've just thought as well?
What?
Sorry, before the front and rear cylinder might use different peak plugs.
They have the
Yes,
same
people
number.
been saying that for example, a lot of them they're using like a cooler ones.
Yeah, for the back one.
That's actually,
It's gonna run hotter.
you know, I'm pretty good with bikes, but that was something like I didn't realize you can actually do it. Like for the rear cylinder, you can use a cooler spark plug.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, thanks for a reminder. Shall we check actually if we can get, you know, something like that? Because yeah, a lot of those bikes, you know, especially V twins or L twins or whatever, always the rear cylinder is always getting like
Get a lot hotter 'cause the
a
front
lot.
one sits in the front. with
Exactly.
the air coming in, there's no air going to the back. So.
Do you know which spark plug you have on yours now?
You mean like a company
No,
Make.
yeah, or no, just model.
or model? No idea.
7 or 6?
I actually bought it last time over here, and it was one of those cheap NGK ones.
Okay. So it's probably the same one.
Yeah.
Alright, no worries. Anything else for you?
No, I guess. No, sorry. Actually, yes, I forgot. Last time, remember? Probably you don't remember.
right.
There was a bit of an issue with those light bulbs for the same bike, for a panel, for the fog lights and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I bought those two light bulbs,
Yeah.
and I lost them. Somehow they, you know, went out, you know, from my pouch. It's just my luck, you know. It's just being me, you know.
So
So-
you want the same ones?
Yeah.
What's your postcode?
And apparently, I think there were two kinds. One of them were like a little bit smaller, and one of us
Yeah.
a little bit bigger, or something like that. So yeah, my postcode is BN1. So probably I don't know if you can check it in receipts or whatever what I bought. So yeah, let's just copy that.
Okay.
I mean, they're so tiny. They're like eeny weeny, but still, just somehow, you know, I managed to just lose them. You know? It's my luck.
Alright.
It's like now, I went for a ride, I just switched on that camera for the first time, the first video clip, like less than 2 minutes later, it was some, you know, like an elderly guy, you know, with a disabled car, almost knocked me out. It was just like, literally
Really?
2 millimeters, you know, from a handlebar. I'm like, dude, I catch up with him, you know, on the next traffic light. So I'm like, excuse me, sir, what was that all about? It's like, what you on about? It's like, well, overtaking me like that, because I slowed down, because there was a pedestrian crossing and a car in the front of me. So he just thought that, it's gonna be a great occasion just to jump in the front of me, just before the, you know, pedestrian crossing. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
And I see that the back of the car you can put that, you know, either a wheelchair or a buggy. I'm like, dude, are you trying to make another disabled person on the road? It's like, what are you on about? It's like, oh god, there's no point of further conversation. It's like, yeah, have a good day, sir. You know, good luck to you.
Good luck to the others as well. Do you want one of each? One of
Yeah,
each?
yeah, one of each, please. Thank you. Oh, regarding those spark plugs, is there any like a number or something that can get like, yeah, like we mentioned, the cooler one or something like that?
Yeah, for the front and the rear?
Yeah.
No, it's
yeah.
the same ones.
Just the same ones?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
the same ones.
I'll tell you what, I haven't got time for that, so I'll just grab this. Maybe when I get a bit more time, I can fiddle, you know,
Yeah, no worries.
with the spark plug science and temperatures.
I'll be back in a sec.
Thank you. Cheers.
Is that the first time you're using the camera then?
Yeah, that's actually first time. I mean, I was fiddling with it a little bit at home, but actually on the road, I wanted to check all that. What was it called? Rock steady in 4K.
yeah,
like apparently, when you move around your head and everything is like really
it
nice
should
and
be
smooth, and
It shouldn't be any, like,
you know,
jumping or anything.
I wanted to test that out because you know nothing better than riding around the town when you have to, you know, fiddle with your head left and right all the time. So.
Yeah, 'cause I've had the old one, the Hero 3, so I've still got it.
Yeah, I had 2 of those, and I was like, wow, my god, it was like almost 5 years I was using those, and I decided, it's time for an upgrade, you know.
I've been thinking about it for so long.
Because the trouble is, what annoyed me, you know, especially if you're using like Sony Vegas or something like that for editing, even though that you're recording in full HD, you always ending up losing that quality.
Yeah.
So for example, like 20% or 15% you're losing the quality. Then you upload that on YouTube,
Yeah,
and then again
it's
YouTube
worse.
takes away another 10%, and yeah, it just doesn't look that good. But now if you're gonna record in 4K
Yeah, it stays.
and then reduce it even to 2K,
Yeah,
it's still gonna look absolutely amazing,
Yeah,
considering that a lot of people, they don't even have 2K monitors.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah. You don't even have a computer, what, a tablet. That's it.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're good.
Nice one. Alright, maybe I'm gonna put it somewhere over here this time. You know.
Want the receipt for it?
Yeah, just in case, you know, knowing my luck. I always take receipts for everything, you know. I got that tendency buying like brand new items from Amazon, eBay, or even from the shop. I open in the box and it's like wrong thing, or it's broken, or it's scratched, or something. It's just my bloody luck, or maybe lack of it. The lack of the luck.
The lack of the luck, yeah. Alright.
Alright,
go.
nice one. Thank you very much. Take care. See you next time, mate.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'll definitely keep it. I'll have to think about it.
I mix my work gloves with regular gloves. Oops.
Yeah.
Well, soon after my battery died, so it wasn't actually too bad. I was on the first charge ever since I took it out from the box. It lasted me over an hour, so it's not a bad score. Also, considering that I was recording on only 64 gigabyte memory card, yeah, I almost filled it up completely, you know, for that 1 hour clip in 4K and 60 frames per second. So it's still not too bad, you know. I've been using those cards for so many years in my GoPros, and yeah, they're actually still doing quite a good job. You know, they're pretty fast. You know, they were like almost top of the shelf when I got them, but now obviously they got a little bit old. But yeah, they're still keeping up a good work. I was thinking that probably you know, the camera is gonna be overheating because obviously overworking on those memory cards, or those memory cards they're simply not gonna keep up with such a high, you know, resolution and such a high frame rate. But yeah, I'm surprised they're actually still doing a good job. Yeah, they're just filling up pretty quick. So probably I'm gonna think about buying a new memory card, but well, obviously it's not gonna be now because they're quite pricey. Oops.
So I see 30 frames per second are doing a pretty good job as well in 4K. I guess I'm not gonna have to use 60 frames a lot, because obviously that takes a lot of space. And another thing, it's not like I'm gonna be doing a lot of, you know, slow motion. That's pretty cool, by the way, don't you think? It was a gift for me. Yeah, Rosa and her funny ideas. So yeah, works pretty alright. Oh, by the way, I gotta show you that. This is so cool. Classics, dude. Look at this. Boom. 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 I wonder how's the flick. Oh yeah, it does flicker. Yeah, I bought it a few months ago on old Sony Trinitron, just for the rig, just for the PlayStation. So yeah, here we go. Classics. Yeah, so I guess it works pretty alright. Yeah. Oh, there's one downside, which I forgot actually to mention about this camera. Well, it's not connected to the camera itself, but, you know, a few years ago I bought, of course, an official, you know, Sony Vegas, which back in the day I thought the Sony Vegas 12 it's gonna be absolutely enough for my needs, which actually is, because, you know, I'm not like that super competent, you know, with video editing software. You know, let's say I'm like maybe a bit more than novice, you know. Well, you can tell by my by my clips that no, they're far away from being professional. Unfortunately, with this camera and the codecs they're using for recording in MP4, I was forced to buy the newest Sony Vegas. I mean, it's Vegas called now, you know, it's not Sony anymore, because Sony sold it off to a company called Magix or something like that, I can't remember. And long story short, obviously this program costs, you know, the newest Vegas costs something about £700, so it's like, yeah, almost $800. So yeah, it's a lot of money. So obviously I couldn't afford that, even though that today is Black Friday and they extremely reduced the price. And for me, already being a customer for Sony Vegas, I even got the price even reduced even more. But then again, still, it's almost £200, and at the present moment, yeah, I just can't afford that. So what I had to do, I bought out the subscription for Vegas. So with Black Friday, it turns out that it's gonna cost you in a month like £8 a month or something like that. So it's not too bad. It's just the case that you had to, you know, pay it in advance straight away. So yeah, and that's the reason, you know, that I had to get the new Vegas, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to edit any material from that camera, which is a bit of a bummer, because as I said, you know, a few years ago I already spent £200 for Vegas 12. I think it's still had it somewhere. Oh, I did have it somewhere. Never mind. And yeah, so that's the thing, you know. If you wanna do like proper editing, you know, that's what you're gonna need. I didn't have a chance to actually check anything from GoPro Hero 7 or 8. If that would bite, you know, the old Vegas, you know, old Sony Vegas 12, but never mind, you know, I'm not gonna go into that. Maybe next year when I'm gonna be looking financially a little bit better, then yeah, I'm gonna be able to buy like completely, because yeah, I don't like, you know, things like subscriptions, you know, stuff like that. I just like to have a hard copy, you know. Called me old-fashioned, but yeah, I just like a hard copy, DVD, CD or whatever, one CD key, have it on me, so I don't need to use like internet connection, you know, to activate it and all that, which seems to be like the way nowadays. So yeah, here we go. That's by the way my gaming rig, you know, for streaming. But then again, I didn't really had much time for streaming either, because yeah, just been working. Now unfortunately, yeah, I'm off sick. I meant to be going back to work, but I just don't feel like, you know, 100%. You know, I'm still, you know, at the moment it seems that it's, yeah, I seem to be okay, but yeah, I just don't feel like absolutely 100% on. And yeah, most of the day I'm just, you know, see, I'm losing my voice again, and yeah, this is what happens. And after coughing my head off all day, and oh god, here we go. So yeah, I had to wait a little bit because so I could get my voice back. That's good. So yeah, we got covered the new bike, new camera, and yeah, the absence, like why I was off for so long. Well, yeah, I haven't done any video in the recent months, and as I mentioned, you know, I was just busy working, a lot of overtimes. You know, I got things to pay off. It's just the trouble that, yeah, including all the accidents I had. You know, I was for a while, you know, I was forced to take a loan. You know, loans is a iffy business. We don't like loans, especially paying them off. So yeah, loads of overtime. And if that's not bad enough, you know, that thing I had last year when on my Ducati with my engine seized. Why did it seized? Well, thanks to glorious Marcus Jones from London and his garage, Rossacos, you know, which fucked up the job in the first place, which I didn't knew at first. But you know, back in when I went to Italy, that was the first time I trusted him with my bike. And obviously, you know, when he did the job on taking, you know, the rear cylinder, you know, and changing the gasket, well, that's a very weird coincidence that, you know, less than 2,000 miles later, the engine breaks, you know, the engine seized, which, you know, it's quite silly because the engine has less than 30-something thousand miles, you know, on the clock. So yeah, that's not good. And then again, you know, at that time, obviously, I didn't know about it, and I trust him again. You know, he replaced the engine from another Ducati, and it turns out that the engine which he replaced, yeah, which he gave me already, yeah, it was broken. I mean, it wasn't broken. It had 2 cracks, which, you know, by the time, you know, the journey which I took from London back to Brighton, it was already leaking. So then again, you know, it's not perfect, is it? And yeah, I tried to get my money back, you know, through the bank, because, you know, the thing with the bank is that if you pay for the service with credit card, you know, and you get cheated, there's a chance that you can go through the bank and try to retrieve my money. But obviously, then again, the bank would lose that money because it works like kind of an insurance, you know, when you buy something with credit card. So obviously, even though that I proceed with all the evidence, you know, all the chat we had on Facebook through his page, you know, all the emails, all the pictures of that engine leaking, you know, I still ended up with nothing because the bank said like, oh, it appears that he did a great job. So yeah, I ended up, you know, spending £1,500 and having a leaky engine. Great. And then after that, all the things came over, you know, a bit of a tragedy in the family, which I'm not ready to talk about it, and I don't think I will be ever ready to talk about those things, because, you know, it's just life, you know. It's just life and bad luck. You know, at certain point in my life, I had, you know, I was living like two lives. You know, my life, trying to, you know, make the ends meet, and at the same time, you know, sorting out stuff, you know, for one of my closest ones, and it just doesn't work. You know, it's just one of those things. But yeah, doesn't matter how much you're gonna try to fix something, and just some people, they just don't allow themselves to help them, and they just ending up in a vicious circle. Long story, very long story, very sad story. I don't want to really get into details, but you can imagine, like, after all those things going on in my life, it's just, yeah, I wasn't really in the mood for, you know, vlogging, riding motorbikes and doing videos, trips, even gaming, you know, streaming and all that, which, you know, that was the basic idea, you know, that was the idea of the channel, you know, to like get two hobbies, two passions into one, like gaming and streaming, you know, and motorcycles. But yeah, it's just recent months, I mean, for the recent couple of years, yeah, it's just been quite difficult, and I'm slowly getting back on track, so yeah, bear with me. But yeah, it appears that there is a whole tiny light at the end of the tunnel, and yeah, hopefully I'm gonna get there one day, see how it goes. And yeah, already making progress. Here it is, I'm making a video, so I guess it's better than what it was, you know. New cam, new video. Hopefully next year, 2020, is gonna be much better. Something tells me it's gonna be my year. Here we go, I'm starting to lose voice again, so I guess that's gonna be all this video. And yeah, for those who are new, thanks for subscribing. For the guys who are already been here for a while, thanks for staying. And yeah, see how it goes. DukaDuke's out. Cheers guys, until next time.